Hi. All these wrong decisions and mistakes will offset your game progress by at least 1 to 2 months. And if you've done any of these mistakes, I'm sure you will regret because you don't want to spend effort working on something wrong that make your characters way behind your friend. And I did a few of these mistakes also. I wish I know this early, so I'm sharing this with you so you don't repeat the same like mine. The first deadly mistake is to follow the wrong gear start in your gear tunings. Follow the wrong gurus marketing talks. I also taught marketing. We found that everyone say difference in the YouTubes. So which one is 100% correct? The martial art talent section show you the exact developers intend to design. You can check here which start appear in this martial art talent sections. This is where the developer intend to design. So it won't wrong because no one can overrule the developer's calculations. So this one must be the correct where the developer want you to focus on this start for this martial art view. Then the second mistake is super deadly. I done this mistake also. Is not focusing on full inner way at the start. So because inner way is really your end game, it costs you 2 to 3 months to farm one inner way to tier 6. So make sure you focus on only 4 inner way. Don't upgrade the other one, only 4. So every week, load these 4 inner ways in your gear exchange and use up all the exchange box, all the 600 weekly exchange box to get these 4 inner way up to tier 6 as fast as possible. Because each tier up of the inner way boosts your damage at least twice. Tier 5 and Tier 6 inner ways is different by a lot. You can see the difference very obvious. So make sure you choose the correct 4 inner way for your build. Don't keep switching inner way. Mistake number 3 is to focus on gear starts at the early games. Early games no need to follow gear start, that's okay. Save all your coin to upgrade your inventory slots, make your slot a lot and you will make your life a lot easier. Because in the early games, the gear depreciate very fast. You just need gear to complete your main quest. But your coin is very limited. Every week you can get so small amount of coin only. So use this to expand your inventory first. Don't focus on gear, that's not important. Unless you already reached the max tier, then only focus on your gear. Otherwise, save all your coin because it is very limited. The developer fits the cap of how many coin you can gain every week and every day. So coin is very rare at the early games. So each tier just put enough gear into the arsenal to reach the threshold just enough. That's enough already. So save all the coin. Mistake number 4 is to use hybrid martial art in your boss fight. So hybrid martial art is only used for PvP when you want specific martial art pair with another specific martial art. But this is not for the boss fight. If you are mixing martial art together, you lost a lot of damage, you lost a lot of buff. Because the developer design intent in this way. For example, Beltray Umbra, you always use Heaven Cracker Spear pair up with your strategic sword, so both weapons buff together very well. If you split this one, change either ones, you lost a lot of damage. So if you want to hybrid, make sure you focus on three martial arts. First pair is the original pair for your boss fight. Then second pair is the hybrid used for your PvP. For example, use Beltray Umbra pair for your boss fight. But you can change the Heaven Cracker Spear to Nameless Spear in the PvP fight. Because PvP fight damage is not that important but still really matter. So hybrid focus on 3 martial arts. 2 is the original Beltray Umbra Strategic Sword, Heaven Cracker Spear. Then you master one more Nameless Spear for your hybrid and use it only for your PvP for fun. Mistake number 5. A lot of players start in the main quest in playing solo music. They spam their buttons, they spam their hand on the buttons. So because the game punish spam, So don't spam in the music play, just play properly. You don't have to be perfect because the games let you enjoy, they want you to play slowly. If you play properly, even if not perfect, you can get higher score than you spam your keyboard. Mistake number 6. This is very deadly. This deadly mistake is to use the original key bind. So this is very bad design. Because parry is the key skill in where winds meet, you need to use it very often and it is very timing sensitive. So make sure you bind your parry key to your keyboard as well as to your mouse. For my case, I'm binding it to my right mouse key. So when I press the right mouse key, this one, it is my parry key. Sometimes I press from the keyboard, sometimes I press from the mouse. So this makes the parry a lot easier. So this definitely increase your skill level. Then also remember to change your keybind for your mystic skill patch 2. Because you don't want to hold control while pressing 1, 2, 3, 4. For your mystic skill, change to only one button. So I have the guide here, you can check out this one. Mistake number 7, I did this also, is not using the target locks during the PvP. You might think that the game already have the auto lock functions in PvP. You can check these functions. So every PvP, it auto locks the targets, but sometimes if you have these settings, the game just won't lock your opponents. So make sure when you enter the PvP, you always lock your opponents. Make sure there's one tiny white dot with the opponents. If not, just target lock it again. Because if you don't lock the opponents, you will always miss your skill. 20 to 30% of your skill will miss if you don't lock the characters, because the skill is just not at the center of character. It lost a lot of damage. Mistake number 8. This is deadly. This is really disaster. So pay attention. A lot of players, they watch YouTube, they don't subscribe. This is my disaster. So remember to subscribe if you like this kind of content. So see you next time. Hope this help you a very tiny bit to improve your game experience. So see you next time. Bye bye.